Hello everybody and welcome to the Octo Designs channel. First of all, I would like to wish everybody a happy Easter and welcome to this video. Now this video is another installment in my illustration sketch series that I'm doing where I draw illustrations based on certain things and then I'll talk about them in the video. You know, I do like sketches or whatever. It's rough sketches and illustrations and try different things. Alright, so for this video it's all going to be themed after different candies, you know. Some popular, some more niche, and everything in between. It's going to be just a bunch of variety of candies that I've drawn sketches after, and I'm going to talk about my experience. First one, this is based after one of my favorite, you know, snack food, candy foods, Raisinets. Raisinets are basically just, you know, raisins covered with like dark chocolate or milk chocolate. In this case, I based it out more after the milk chocolate box. We have the divider lines here. We have a rough description in the middle of what it actually is. Two half circles, a little edge piece here. We can see that's like a third dimension representation of the box because you see like the top and the side of it. You can see the punch hole where you push your thumb into and then the raisins dump out. The Raisinets word itself with the big like big banner behind it, the big like, you know, almost like flourish, you know, emphasizing, hey, this is the Raisinets. It's part of the design. You know, the description of what they are right here, the brand, a few other little like leaf-like designs, the Raisinets themselves down here, you know, some more information that would be on the box, you know, just rough information. Up here is describing that there's no colors or artificial flavors. The word Raisinets is also on the top of the box and on the side here, and just like a rough description of like squiggles to represent words. All right. So that's image number 1. Now we'll go to image 2. This is based after the candy Mallow cups. Now Mallow cups are kind of like Reese's peanut butter cups. How like Reese's, you know how like Reese's peanut butter cups are chocolate on the outside and peanut butter on the inside? Well, Mallow cups are basically chocolate on the outside and marshmallow filling on the inside, like creamy marshmallow filling. And the package is usually yellow, but it's a sketch. This is based after the 4-pack. It says right there, giant size 4-pack. You get like 4 cups in the pack. You can see the edges, the zigzaggy edges of the package, a few wrinkles in the package, the net weight, the ounces. Whipped cream center says down here, telling you what be more of a little bit of a description. The actual brand of the actual like, you know, brand name here, with the bold outline that you get on the package, the company name, the flavoring, or what kind of chocolate it is. Just, you know, telling you it's gluten-free for people who might have an issue with this, you know. So it just, you know, just on the package. So I put it here. A few extra wrinkles over here on the right and left side, like kind of representing creases or fluxes in the package, the plastic packaging. And you can see there's also some like lines here and all the way up and down, just to kind of give a little more life to the image, so doesn't look the exact same as the background behind it. So it doesn't look completely, you know, like the same, just lines on the background. Like it kind of looks like it's above the background, if that makes sense. Now I know these aren't technically not a candy, but I also did marshmallows, like the Jet Puff marshmallows that Kraft has, and I know this. I don't think this is their current design on the packaging. I haven't bought Jet Puff marshmallows in a while. My sketch I did, I based it after the design that used this packaging. And then we have, you can see over here these various lines which represent the marshmallows in the seafood plastic packaging on the right and left side. We have the net weight down here. We have more of the actual, like, you know, information you would get on this for people who, you know, are more attentive to that sort of thing. The Kraft brand name at the top inside of like a fat Superman symbol inside of another one. A fat-free food, this is up here. It says Jet Puff with a darker background outline all around the words puffed and jet, and then you got like another outline around that because that's what was on the packaging, so I inspired off of that. The word marshmallows is down here. Have fun with your yum is darkened in, but it's outlined. And then we've got some like these like swerve lines that go behind the words and the logo, going both right and left. And there's one here, and there's 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 more in the middle. Well, technically 4 more if you count the right and left, but we're not going to do that. We're going to count it as 1. And then we can see like how the packaging folds over, and we can see like the other side of it. a little bit of the other side on the the right and left here, on both sides. So that's this image. Now we go to the next one. Now we go to one of my favorite candies, lemon heads. And I know this is not the current packaging that lemon heads use, but I just like this packaging more, the packaging design, so I just drew my version based after that one I liked. So we have this giant lemon here, and the leaf going behind it. We have a lemon wedge here. It says lemon candy, natural and artificial flavors right here. More information for people who need it. Net weight 5 ounces. The original lemon head. The original is kind of plain and simple. It's just darkened in. Lemon head has got like a third dimension to its letters, and there's like a slight darken behind its background. We've got some like swoops right here and here, all the way around. We've got like an R. And then another leaf up design up here that says made with real lemon juice. We got darkened in behind that. For fat-free and gluten-free, it says like almost like hugging the underside of that. And then you can see this like slight lemon shapes all the way around. You know, all the way around. There's like slight lemons that are kind of like faded in the background to kind of, you know, just kind of, you know, make it, you know, because that's what's on the package, and it also makes it not look so dead. And you can see this package is opened as well, and this lemon head's just kind of pouring out. It's, you know, I wish my mouth was over here so I could just have them all dump into it, but that's another story. Anyway, next sketch, Baby Ruth. Now, this one I think is the current packaging, don't quote me. On the right and left you have the zigzaggy signs representing how they cut it in the machines. The wrappers get cut when they put them on like the machines when the candies wrappers are getting made. They have usually like a zigzaggy pattern. And that's what it's like on the packaging. And then we've got some lines here, for, you know, to emphasize the, you know, the seal and how it was on the package. And then it gets like darkened in, you know. And then they got this big swerve at the top, this big swerve that's darkened in at the top, like a piece right here that's not so dark, you know, much darker in this dark, like bold outline. You can see a rough sketch of a Baby Ruth like bar that someone bit into, and there's like the nuts that are coming out of it. A little like lightning zigzag right here going behind the actual Baby Ruth. You've got like cashews and other almonds, or you know, whatever nut, peanuts, or what, I think it's peanuts that are in Baby Ruth, not almonds. I think it's peanuts, my mistake. You got the peanuts coming out of it and the pieces of peanut. And then you've got the Baby Ruth word itself. You know, it's themed after the actual word. You can see it's got like a bold outline around each letter, like a darkened highlights around each letter. It's shaded in slightly so it sticks out amongst the background. And then you've got like a little swerve that goes this way, a little swerve that goes this way, and a line under here to represent some text. So there's no artificial flavors. This part over here is darkened in, but it's not as dark as the top. More information for people who need it, and these boxes also represent information. And then you have like a few lines behind the word Baby Ruth, behind the Baby Ruth itself, just so it's like not the same texturing as up here. Alright, next we go to Twix. Once again, similar thing with the right and left for the wrapping. You got this, you know, zigzaggy pattern, but this time there's lines that I put instead. You know, instead of like up and down lines or right and left, all like coming off from the actual zigzags cuts themselves. The word Twix is got like it's like layer, like third dimension, like geometrical stacks on top of itself. It's got like a shape with another shape, and then you got the letter inside the actual like double outline that's applied to all the letters. You have the letter, then you have the outline, then you have another outline around the outline, and that's how it is on the packaging as well. So you got these big bold letters that are pretty empty and not really darkened or anything. You got little lines right there, but they're not really darkened or anything like that. You got these like different you know, parts of the packaging, little line details with some lighter color. And then we got some like shaded in the background behind the word Twix. Down here it's, you know, got a couple swoops, an angled line, and then here it says chocolate bars underneath the word Twix. Then you got some like swerve lines here, some curvy swervy, and then you can see there's like lines in there to make it not look just like a cheap swerve. And now we go to the next one. Milky Way. Once again, now we've got once again the right and left have the cut thing, but this time it's just darkened in on the right and left. We've got these like almost like a Milky Way, real Milky Way, swarps and swoops going around the actual logo, like it's kind of swirling around like a whirlpool. We've got this illustration of a Milky Way being torn apart with the caramel inside or whatever is inside a Milky Way. I can't remember. Kind of like sticking to itself as you can pull it. The chocolate down here and the darkened in to represent is the candiness, the chocolate on the outside. 6 says 6 bars over here. The R, you got the information here. Once again, the weight, net weight. Milky Way, the words themselves are lightly darkened in this rough sketch, and then we have like the actual outline all the way around the actual thing itself, and then up here you can see it's like shaded in slightly, not as much as the right or left, but still pretty, you know, it's shaded in a little bit. There's this bar right there as well. I almost forgot this underneath the word way with the W and A. I almost forgot to mention that. But let's go to the next image. Now we've got Tootsie Roll Pops. I was originally going to only draw 1, but I figured I'd draw 3 because it would, you know, it just made it look a little better. So they all have the same design. You can see you can't really see the pop itself, but they're all got the wrapper on top of it. The wrapper's twisted around the pole. There's like a candy cane stripe design on the actual like the actual, you know, sticks themselves. The wrapper's kind of twisted here, and as it's tied around the pop has like dot designs here, some swerve designs up here, a big circle in the middle telling you what the actual like food is. Tootsie Roll Pop, you know, fruity outer covering with like, you know, some chocolate on the inside. It's really good. And then you got the same basic layout for this one, and this one you got the circle and then the wrapper around the actual pop, and then the pipes themselves, the actual like sticks going opposite direction. Well, they are opposite, but they're angled. One's right, one's left, and you know, this one is a little bit behind the big one right here, and this one's a little further over, so that's cool. I would imagine maybe it's like cherry flavored or whatever. Cherry, lemon, blueberry. I don't know if they have blueberry Tootsie Roll Pops. I'm just gonna assume they do, just so I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, can I rotate that quickly? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Necco candies. The Necco candy wafers. Okay, so part of the wrapper's coming off right here with this swoop. Since 1847, so they've been around a long time. You have these swoops right here, and then you have the actual information. Very light, very simple, not super bold. You got the actual logo with like the letters being more like actually thicker, and then you got the background a little darker with an outline around the outline, and then the inner center is darkened in. Down here we can see how the wrapper goes around, and there's actual like squiggles to represent the text. Then over here it's darkened in on this side, you know, all darkened in, like over here. You know, it just makes it look better. Then it says the original candy wafer in a semi-cursive writing style, as opposed to the more bold style that the word Necco has, or you know, the plain and simple lettering here. You can see through the see-through wrapper that you have this, you know, the actual wafers themselves. You can kind of see through the lines right there represent the actual wafers on the inside. Over here as well, you can kind of see them through the packaging, because the packaging is see-through, and you can see the different colors like red and blue in there. And then we have this final one. And now we have this final one right here, which is Mike and Ike. We have this box. Once again, it's a rectangle box. Mike and Ike. It's very bold letters, very bold and to the point letters. It tells you what it is, and then you got the outline, very thick, bold outline around all the letters to help it stand out. Gluten-free, fat-free. More information. You can see the actual like Mike and Ike candies on here, the different fruits down here that they're flavored after. Original fruits, in this case I base it after the original fruits box. The word brand, naturally flavored, more like just very geometrically designed shapes. Right here, geometrically designed swerves and shapes that are kind of darkened in, so it's not all the same background layout. 110, and then some information there for people who need it. The actual size telling you they're really this big, and it's not just like for the marketing. And then you got like a little U right there. So some of it, like here, is darker. This angle right here, darker, lighter. So that's the Mike and Ike. So that covers all of the candy illustrations that I've done, all the candy boxes that I did for this video. So thank you for watching my rough sketches based on candy foods. If you like this video and want to see more stuff like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I also do Roblox art themed games on this channel, and then I also do stuff like this. So if you want to see more of that, please be sure to like and subscribe. Go and subscribe to both my gaming channels. Subscribe to Captain Cactus Games, where I play Roblox games. Sometimes I'll play a Steam game here and there. And then I have an OBBY channel for Roblox OBBYS as well, called the Sour Lemon OBBYS. So go and subscribe to that if you like Roblox OBBYS, both popular, niche, and everything in between. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.